Hello everyone and welcome to this special showdown edition of The Crows Show. Today it's appropriate that we recognise the enormous contribution that Phil Walsh made to both the Adelaide and Port Adelaide football clubs. We'd like to thank the Power for their support in producing this tribute. Both clubs have been united in grief since Phil's passing, but now is the time to celebrate his wonderful football life. And what better way than a showdown to remember? Let's look at what's coming up in today's show, brought to you by Farmers Union Iced Coffee. We'll catch up with All-Australian defender Daniel Talia.
Yeah, it's a team game, and as an individual you've got to give everything you can to the team to make us better, and that's what I've been trying to do this year. Revisit
perhaps the toughest showdown of all.
Probably a game that certainly some of the young guys came of age.
Fans share their favourite Phil Walsh memories.
I think his passion and his compassion for the players.
He's such an honest and strong bloke.
And see the softer side of power skipper Travis Boat.
Going in the hospital and helping these kids out and just trying to put a smile on their face.
The Crows leadership group has displayed great strength and character in the way they've helped other players deal with the loss of Phil Walsh. New to the group this year is Daniel Talia, who at just 23 has earned the admiration of his peers both on and off the field.
We see him off, we get more impressed. They're out here. Garland got to punch it over the Talia against three, and he took the mark.
I'd put a lot of work into my preparation. I feel like if I run out there on the weekend and I've prepared better than my opponent, it's obviously going to give me an edge. So, no, I'm very routine. So on a Monday, I do a bit of hot yoga. So I'll do that at night after training. Obviously I do a lot of ice baths throughout the week. I probably do 2 a day. I just do a lot of stretching at home and you know, get a lot of physio and massage. I'll probably get 2 extra massages a week than most guys. Just, you know, keep my body in check, and they're probably the main points of preparation that I put a lot of effort into. Yeah, it's definitely important in this day and age. You know, 22-week season, it feels like a bit of a marathon. So I think that's where the game's going, and a lot of guys are starting to get there now. I've really enjoyed, you know, learning off guys like Taylor Walker, Rory Sloane, Paddy Dangerfield, the guys that have been there for a few years now, and being so young, it's been a great experience getting in there at this age and being able to actually learn off these guys and then put it into action on the weekend. You know, it's been said we've got a really young back line, and working with guys like Luke Brown and Jake Lever and Kyle Hardikin, all these guys week in, week out has been a real thrill for me, and I feel like their games are really improving, and it takes time, and you know, as a leader you've got to understand that and understand different personalities, and I think that's the thing I've learnt this year. Yeah, it's a team game, and as an individual you've got to give everything you can to the team to make us better, and that's what I've been trying to do this year.
The physical demands on AFL players have never been greater, so you could forgive those who, when they're away from football, like to laze around. But Rory Atkins is not your average professional footballer. He spends his days off working his other job for a horse trainer.
I'm helping out a horse trainer down here at Morphettville by the name of Travis Dowdle. I was driving past here one day and said to Emma Barr, our personal development manager, that I'd love to do that, and she got me involved. So I come down here at about 5:30 on my day off and hang out with these fellas and Trav. Hey Trav, do you want me to walk it around or straight to the water walker? First we have to do the yards, so we kind of have to pick up after them and change the feed and the water. And then depending on how many are doing track work, we get them ready for work and get them over to the track. Easy. Yeah, so what's happening here is we're just on the water walker, so she had a hard run yesterday, so this just kind of takes all the heat out of the tendons and joints, just like we would if we were doing a recovery session in the pool.
Oops, little give over the top to Atkins, go!
Yeah, I missed the first half of the season through injury. I hurt my knee a bit, so I think all up I missed about 15 weeks, but I've been back the last 4 to 5 weeks and love being out there, yeah. I've always been involved with horses. Dad's cousin is Mick Price, so he trains out of Melbourne and he's a decent horse trainer. So just always been involved with horses, always been at the races, but never worked with horses this closely yet. Been here for about 3 months now, so loved it.
As we go to the break, the first of our Phil Walsh tributes from Crows and Power players.
look, he was just a coach that got the best out of his players, I think. There was most games during the game where I'd do something good at the stoppage or stop someone from getting a clearance. I'd think, oh, can't wait till Monday to look at that with Walshy, and he was someone I think that you just wanted to play well for and prove yourself to.